This is my little kitchen. Very small kitchen. This is the whole thing. Three-quarter size fridge. Small, but it works for me. But one of the really nice things about this kitchen is what I see when I look out these windows here. It's my roof garden. I have 6 big plastic black bins out there. And a whole bunch of nice vegetables growing. So this is a 3rd floor apartment. It's really small. It's just a 3-story house. It's built to work as a multi-family house. And I occupy the 3rd floor only. And the 2nd floor is much bigger than the 3rd floor and sticks out. Creates this like back patio that I get to use. I have a nice, like a back door. I can walk out here. And yeah, it's like I have a patio. So I threw these plastic bins out here. Started a roof garden. Get a load of this. Look how good these things are doing. This is Bok Choy and Kohrabi. That's a Kohrabi. And that little guy there's a Kohrabi. Let's see if you can see here. There's a little above ground bulb that's growing. Those get big and is an edible bulb, and the leaves are edible. They're sort of like a cabbage leaf. These are 2 more Bok Choy plants. These things are huge right now. They really exploded in the past 2 weeks. I've taken a bunch of leaves off of them already too. Since I started them, they've already been feeding me. Look how big these leaves are. It's huge. Really nice. I think of everything I'm growing up here, the Bok Choy seems to do the best. They grow really fast and just massive. Love those plants. This is 3 green curly kale plants. I haven't taken anything off these yet because they're still kind of young. I actually planted these like halfway into the growing season. I had something else growing in here and it grew, and I harvested everything and then took everything out and started it over. So this is like the 2nd crop of the summer. These 3 plants. Just beautiful. That's another little green curly kale. This one here is like a red romaine lettuce. And this is a Rutabega root vegetable with edible leaves. For some reason, everything I put in this bin is growing slower than everything else. I'm not sure if it's the soil. Maybe the soil's too densely packed or something. Or maybe it's just the plants themselves. But I'm going to give them time. See what happens. Over here, I have another green curly kale plant. This one's older than the other, so it's just really, really big. Look at all these leaves on this thing. It needs to be trimmed down. So I'm gonna sometime today cut a bunch of leaves off here and make a salad. It's just taking over this bin. Nice growing plant. This is red chard. Nice big green leaves. Look how healthy that is. This bin has another kale plant which is growing slower because it has to compete with the root system of this big tomato plant. I'm sure the roots for this thing are just filling up the container, and this thing has to compete with that, so it's growing slow. The tomato plant's been doing well though. I harvested about 12 or 13 ripe tomatoes off of this last week, and already there's a bunch of new ones starting to come in. You can see those ones there. These ones up here. These ones down here. This is the end of July. It's a Tuesday morning about 9 o'clock. Nice beautiful blue sky. Sunny day in Irvington, New Jersey. Let's show you some of my neighborhood. These other people have roofs like this on the second floor. But the third floor doesn't have like a full-size apartment and back door like this. See, I'm the only apartment that has that situation. Let me back up here to the edge of the roof so you can see the whole garden. Beautiful. So about 2 weeks ago I put worm castings from my compost bin as a top dressing in each of these bins, and then it rained one day, and then the rest of the week was sunny but mild 80 to 85 degree weather, and the plants just exploded. A lot of good growth, and they started looking really, really nice. This week, actually just yesterday, I added some organic fertilizer I bought at the store to the top, mixed it in with the soil, and then it rained again, and today's the first sunny day of the week since that rain, so they'll probably be doing a lot of growing today and tomorrow and the next day. They're happy plants, nicely fed. One other thing that I did to these plants is I treated them with that organic insecticide that I made by steeping tobacco leaves, like making a tobacco tea and putting it in a spray bottle. Because I was having an issue with bugs eating these plants, especially the kohlrabi, little kohlrabi plants, and the bok choy. They were getting munched on, but after I sprayed them, that's just not an issue anymore. You can see there's some little bites here and there. But I think what happens is after a bug bites these plants when they have tobacco spray on it, they just die. The bugs just die. So, you know, you'll get a few bites like that, but that's nothing compared to what was happening before. These beauties. I decided to take some leaves off that kale plant, the big one, and off of the two big bok choy plants. So I just wanted to show that real quick. This is my harvest of leafy green vegetables, probably for the week. Probably make a salad later, maybe throw some of this in a smoothie or something. You can see they're thinned out a little bit. That kale plant back there is thinned out. And one more thing I wanted to show you that's cool about this garden is how easy it is to water it. I can pull this up. See this? Kitchen sink sprayer. Check this out. Oh yeah. It doesn't get much better than that. Anyway, Thanks for watching. Happy gardening.